YouTube! I am back, and I haven't done a video in like 2 weeks, I think. But I'm going to make this one short and sweet and simple. Mind how I look, because I've been to the gym today and running all over the place. I ain't even been able to take a shower. My hair is dirty and everything. But how have y'all been? Hopefully great. We've had some major shifts going on, so, retrogrades and all that good stuff. And it wore me out. That's all I can say. But anywho, I wanted to hop on here because I was just ranting on Instagram about having conversations with yourself and checking yourself. And, it used to be a thing where it was crazy to talk to yourself and, you might need to see a therapist or something. But now, we talk to ourselves every day in this camera. So it's so crazy how the reality shifts, and then stuff is okay and then it's not okay. And I was just watching a little seminar on reality shifts and stuff like that. But anyway, I was asking the people, if you talk to yourself and help yourself decide on, the right choices, wrong choices and all that. Because I ain't gonna lie, I've been going through a little battle within myself though. And it's been for a couple months. And even though I'm an empath and I'm very conscious, very aware of the matrix, all of that, I get, stuck in it sometimes and in my own feelings and thoughts. And that's just ego. And ego is a tricky motherfucker, okay? Ego is a bitch to me. Ego is like, you gonna feel this, okay? You gonna feel my wrath. But just been battling, some things that I felt I had healed. And I guess I didn't truly all the way. But then I have to not beat myself up because I know that we are going through continuous shifts and learning lessons all the time. So, and it may be some residual stuff because I feel like for the past maybe 10 years, I've been through this cycle every year and it's primarily with my dating life, cycle of spring, summer, I've been single, and then fall, winter, I'm with someone, and then that ends, and then spring. It's like a cycle, and it's like it ends badly and abruptly. And I did take like a year or so to myself and didn't date anyone. But and there's nothing wrong with dating people, and people come into your life to wake certain parts of you up. Some people are only meant to be in your life for a season. But I'm a very loyal person. I hate starting over, and I love hard. And over the years, I've just found that due to my traumas and my traumatic experiences with dating and how they ended, I take breakups very hard. And I used to just cry and mope and fight my way through it and just almost beg the person to really care about me and my feelings and what they've done. And I can admit every relationship that I've been in, it was infidelity and all that jazz. So I used to think is it me? Is it my fault? But I also know that my higher self knows what's best for me. And people came into my life to wake me up in certain areas in life. So I try to just take the lesson and go with it. But for the past couple of weeks, I've been going through this shift, and I've been trying to open my heart chakra back up because I had built a major wall over my heart chakra. Major wall. And it's because, falling in love with someone or loving somebody is almost like an instant connection. And the feeling is amazing and it's great, but the breakup is always the hardest part. and letting go, and just the thought of moving on and starting over. I hate starting over. I don't know about you all. I hate it. And I'm a fighter for love. I really am. And I will give a person a million chances. And now where I am spiritually, I understand that people make mistakes and people, make choices. But you can only make so many mistakes until it becomes a conscious decision of what you're doing. So, and you know the outcome and you don't really care. So I battle myself with shutting down when situations go bad. Now, I just shut down completely. I cut people off. I shut people out. I go within so tough. And it's nothing wrong with going in. I think sometimes I'm like, maybe that's why that happened. Maybe that's why that situation happened, for you to go within and figure out, what the lesson was with that situation, figure out what else you need to heal, and just paying attention to those minor things. A lot of people don't pay attention anymore to the lessons behind the relationship, whether it's mom, dad, sister, brother, girlfriend, boyfriend, son, daughter. You got to pay attention to the relationship and what it's doing for you, what it's awakening for you, instead of paying attention to the negative parts. So I've been battling a situation where I just really am trying to figure out what it is in my relationships that always cause them to go bad and go sour. And I mean my actual relationships, because of course, in between relationships, I date people and we kick it, talk, whatever the case may be. Nothing serious to me. But in relationships, I take my relationships serious. I take my friendships, relationships with people, daughter, mom, anything. And that's why I try not to get too close to people anymore, because I take them so serious and I love people so tough. Like, if you're in my life, you're going to benefit from me in whatever sort of way. You're going to benefit from me. And it's not that I want anything back from you. It's just the type of person that I am. I'm not going to see somebody homeless. I'm not going to see someone hungry. I'm not going to see someone hurting, especially somebody that I love. I'm just not going to. So I'm one of those type of people that, you're gonna receive major blessings in being in my life and having a friend, girlfriend, mom, daughter. Like, you're gonna receive blessings from me, because that's just who I am, and I don't ask for anything in return. The only things that I ask for in return is that you respect and appreciate me and keep it real with me and be honest and loyal. And sometimes we expect ourselves from people, and that's where I've learned to just cut expectations out of the whole equation, because I can't expect someone to love how I love, or feel how I feel, or treat me the way that I would treat them. So I get upset sometimes on the actions of people, but at the end of the day, I have to really tough it out and just say, those are their choices. You chose your choices. You chose to make your decisions. And now I'm just finding myself like really, really guarded and pushing people away and trying to, I'd rather not go through heartache and heartbreak. Like, I'd rather just not, because it's a lot of energy. And I know it's a lot of ego, but at the same time, we're human, living this human experience. So you can't really cut it out the picture. You kind of have to learn how to communicate through it. And sometimes you just have to talk to yourself. That's where I was going with this whole thing. Like, you have to talk to yourself, listen to your higher self. Your higher self will tell you that's not for you. Let it go. That's your ego. Let it go. That's a shift. Let it go. Those are lessons that you needed to learn. Let it go. I have something else in store for you. And it's hard sometimes because our ego, that MFer, know how to get, the ego is something else. And I know it's not me. And I know that I would have chosen different if I would have, let my ego take over. So I have to sit and talk to myself a lot now. And it's like, higher self is like, Tony, you know that this is going to be better. You just have to feel through it, feel the grief, feel the pain, feel the heartache. And at the end of it, learn the lesson. The lesson is there. You have to pay attention and you have to move different. And I always tell people, just move different from the situation. You can't get, a different outcome moving the same way. It's just not going to happen. You're going to get the same outcome every trip. So my ego and my lower, vibrational self take over a little bit sometimes. And I have to meditate for hours to get over that and out of that ego state. It's like, nah, we about to turn up because this person got me messed up. This person got me messed up. Like, no, turn up. And higher self is like, no, we're not going to do that. You know better. There's nothing good that's going to come out of you turning up other than you hurting yourself. So, with all that being said, just listen to your higher self. That was just it. Just listen to your higher self. And we all, I think all of us are consciously aware of our higher self. We all have that voice in our head and in our gut telling us, no, just move different. Just do this. And, you will get blessed at the end of the day. Move this way and, the situation will be different. But ego is a trap. Okay? It's a trap. And a lot of people get trapped in this cycle on earth because of ego. Let your ego go. Like, let it go. If a situation isn't for you, it just isn't for you. You can't control outcomes. The choices, you can create your own reality with your choices. But other people, you can't control their situations and their reality. You just can't. You can't make them see how you see things. You can't expect you from them. Everybody's different. And if it's, a lot of people are like, oh my God, you done been with so many people, blah, 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 blah. And blah. That's what we're here for, to experience life. Like, people are so caught up on how many people you sleep with and that's all systematic stuff. Like, that's all systematic. That's all programming. And no, I'm not saying sleep around with everybody and do all that because, there are diseases and stuff out here, but you have to kind of shop around, and your ancestors and your higher self and even that person's ancestors will send them your way for lessons to be learned. Now, one day, someone will come into your life that you will be with for the rest of your life, if you're fortunate enough. And, I'm waiting on that day. I got some stuff I still need to work on, though. So, with that being said, talk to yourself. It's okay. Don't let your ego tell you that you can't. Talk to yourself, okay? Listen to your higher self. Higher self knows right, knows best. I love y'all. Comment, like, subscribe, share, whatever you want to do. Peace.